Hi, water signs. This is self discovery support. Okay, so today we are doing a look at the energy between you and someone else that is connected to you, someone that you could be thinking of, someone that's in your energy. There's often this could be romantic. All right, so we pulled some cards at the beginning, and this is the energy of what's between you two. What's the issue between you two? I like to think of this as a mediation reading. All right, so we have the third party card that came out, and it says there were other things that got in the way of us being together. All right, so it feels like this is the thing that is standing. It's like the elephant in the room here for you with this other person. And third party can be other things. It doesn't have to mean other people, but it just means that I often like to think of it as this person's attention is not focused on you the way that it should be if there is something to grow, if there's something to be developed between you. All right, and so let's look at how you are, like what cards you're pulling right now in this situation. You have the Seven of Wands and the Three of Wands. So it's actually very I feel like there's phases here. There's like defensiveness. So there's this energy here of this person not making time for you, not foregrounding you in this situation. At first of all, it felt like you were maybe really pushing for getting the time that you deserve. Maybe there was some kind of resistance, and then I can also see that you went into defense because it feels, you can feel hurt, right? Especially if we're thinking about Cancer and Scorpio as water signs. In particular, I would feel like this kind of defensive energy would come up because those are the signs that are more sensitive, more easily affected. I think Pisces would handle it in a different way, but don't take this as set in stone. It could totally be your story as well, but it just feels like whoever this person, what they did, there's this, I think it's just that energy of not putting you in the front. It put you on a kind of defense mode, and then I think you, as a way to kind of alleviate that, it's like, let's see what else is out there, while still kind of hoping that this person would come around to solve the issue, right? Is what I'm seeing here showing up for you. Now let's look at your person. Now your person at this time, whoever this is for you, and of course do flip the energies if you feel that is it, but I have distinctively said what is water signs person. But when you do elemental readings, your person could be another water sign, so in this case do flip it. So we have Wheel of Fortune and these Five of Swords. I am feeling like your person here is, it's like they're understanding that there's something that they did that totally changed the outcome. So it's like this is someone who maybe at first they didn't understand where this reaction came from you. Like, why is water sign suddenly defensive, or why are they blocking my what I'm seeing as my output? I think that this person is understanding that something on their side created this situation of almost like sabotage. Now the thing about sabotage is that you don't actually realize that it's happening when it's happening, right? It's the person who's doing self-sabotage, they don't realize that's why it happens, because it's like the fears that you have are greater than the desire for the thing. And so you do something subconsciously to kind of trip yourself up in a way. And so yeah, this person totally did not realize. I'm looking at this this creature right here is like the demon, which is like I feel it's like the shadow side of the wheel turning. I think they realize that there's something that maybe is a habit or a practice that they normally do, or how they relate to people, that it showed up here and then it changed the fate of things. And it's this thing, this I always think of this card as like a power struggle, or needing to be right. Yeah, it's like this could have gone a little bit too far. Somebody holding on to a point, holding on to just like pride, ego, just needing to have the upper hand. And sometimes not even intentionally so. Sometimes it's like an autopilot response, but that's not a if you're on the receiving end of that, that's not acceptable, is what I want to say. Because nobody should feel like they are the third wheel, the extra person in their own connection, right? Life is too short for that. But here is a little advice here from the Game of Real Life. It talks about, so this is how we can move into like change for better, or something to consider as well. So non-judgmentally says, acting non-judgmentally means being open to all possibilities of a situation by removing judgment. Focus on the what, not the good or the bad. Imagine accepting each moment as the shore accepts the ebb and flow of waves. You're simply taking in data and making sense of the world. So I think this is pointing us to a resolve for this situation, if that is something that you want, which is, to me, it's feeling like a miscommunication or a misreading or a misunderstanding of what happened. Not that your feelings aren't legitimate, they totally are, but is there space to relook at this? Are there other ways? Like, for example, there's sometimes like I have known people that somebody that they know walking by them and not saying hi has been like a serious offense, because they read that as this person doesn't like me or doesn't want to say. And it's like one time it can happen and they're totally upset with that person forever, for life, when it could be so many things, right? It could be that person was having a bad day, that person might not have been wearing their glasses, that person might be so preoccupied with something that they just found out, like all kinds of things, and it doesn't mean anything about you. Now, how I would take it is a pattern of behavior is what would lead to you understanding that somebody's not on your side. So if you feel like that's what happened here, there was a pattern of behavior, then of course that adds up to a sum of energy that is not in support of this connection. But if it is something where we saw someone with someone, or they said something the wrong way, or it's just all kind of things can happen, like you saw a picture on social media or whatever it is, or you felt slighted in something but no communication really happened, then it's pointing to the fact that, let's start with this, let's review how it can be viewed, and then also I always point to communication. So water signs, this has been your message, and I am hoping to see you again. And do let me know if this is your reading, and of course, like, comment, subscribe, and take care. All the best.